Good day, everyone. Welcome to my channel. This is a general reading and is for entertainment purposes only. Now let's see what Bird's got to say today. You guys close enough? Come on, scooch in you a little bit more. There we go. I hope everybody's doing good. Possibly not. Maybe a breakup. We have Juno in reverse. Can you see that clearly? What's blocking that? So we have Juno in reverse, partnership. Maybe a breakup. It's also card 31. We could be talking about a literal shattering of a foundation. Somebody's foundation is crumbling. The number 4 is about house or home. And Juno actually represents June. So this could be taking place in June. Feels like before the spring equinox there, June 21st. For a long time, it seems that they were pretending not to see the red flags or the reasons why, or how things, how the foundation that was built on a faulty foundation. They refused to look at the facts and piece it together. They did not want to see this. They've pretty much done everything to stick the head in the sand. They've seen the signs for sure. And they couldn't accept it. Now it seems like there's 3 plus 2 is 5. There's change here. That has to be made. There's no other way around it. It's kind of feeling like a Saturn return, possibly for someone where it's no longer possible to deny what's taken place. That could be just ignoring somebody's bad behavior, addictions, maybe somebody even refusing to get help for some sort of mental illness, which, this could be the start of something. It's like the Tower. It's feeling like the Tower. Something has to fall to be rebuilt. And to move forward into what looks to be like she's off into... well, she's gained a lot of knowledge through this, right? Like, she's done a lot of thinking. She's rising above it. She's setting sail. I don't know why it feels like Valhalla that's been coming up. Probably because the boat looks a little slightly, sort of not really Viking-ish, but Valhalla is more about being like, it's the hero's journey, right? So fight to the death of something, and this could be that end of that something. So this could be someone that you know that you're close to. It could be like a, somebody in your family. It could be a cousin. It could be like your best friend and her husband. It could be your aunt and uncle, something along those lines. But this is your do-over. So this new beginning is really, really good for somebody. Now, I don't know which somebody. She's this little cutie bat here. Honestly, it's kind of feeling like maybe the feminine. I know feminine. This unfortunately could even be somebody passing away from something like an addiction that they didn't want to talk about, notice, take care of, ignore. With the three blind monkeys. I think that was three blind mice mixed up by the three monkeys there. I forget what you call those guys. They do have a name, but this bat, seahorse. I was gonna say this looks like maybe like a pink dress for this little bat, but I didn't actually notice that this was a chimera, like a mushed together animal. So it could be just good for everybody all around. Because the seahorse always reminds me of a single dad. That's my symbol that my guides give me for single dad, is the seahorse. And we have the wren. So the wren has hunkered down in her nest or his nest. I'm not sure if this is the girl or the boy wren, but she is weathering the storm. And she does know that when this storm passes, that it's going to be smooth, calm sailing from there on in. In the meantime, it's best to stay at home in the nest and just kind of grab a warm blanket and stuff yourself in there and weather the storm. After the storm blows over, and you've cried and thought all you can think, it will be time to move on to calmer waters. Whoa, that fell out. I guess the problem is you love yourself. Tell me about this partnership that's either has broke up or is on the verge of breaking up. I mean, it really looks like there's 24 to 48 hours. So maybe this will become official news. Something you'll hear about it. This could be going on right now in, your best friend's home. Your auntie's home, your cousin's home, your brother's home. Hey, death becomes him or her. Signature was forged or obviously forced. Something about the first house, maybe, and this was in reverse. This showed up like this. So something wasn't what it looked to be initially. Or who. Somebody or something wasn't what it looked to be initially. Something about a brother-in-law. Wants to confess. I actually saw lay low for a bit. I don't know if that's advice for the breaker-uppies. I mean, this could be you if that's you. I'm really sorry you're going through a hard time. But storms always bring the sun, right? Tried to be your Insta best friend. And something about a skidoo. So somebody in this picture, and look, Valhalla, listening through the walls. Somebody in this scenario tried to kind of infiltrate your life, acting as though you guys are some sort of soulmates, some sort of, twin flame type energy. This could be some sort of third party situation where whoever this person was that tried to come in, that came in between the relationship, obviously had ulterior motives. Something about January and a sacrifice. January could be pointing out Capricorn. He misses you so much since 2015. Now, January, that could be what? Capricorn or Aquarius? Tell me about the three monkeys, please, Bird. Queen of Wands reversed. And another one bites the dust. Tell me about these three monkeys. Something about 2016. Well, that's pretty much exactly 10 years ago. So something's been going on, or something started 10 years ago. Whatever it was has collapsed. OES family, Order of the Eastern Star family, speaking in tongues. Also 2017. So 2016, 2017, I'm trying to jog my memory as to like what I was doing back in that time. It says they send them, they fall in love, something about Mary vibes. It's like these three monkeys. I mean, they were basically what it's saying is there was people close to you that knew exactly what was going on. And nobody said anything to you. Again, we have he misses you so much since 2015. Again, Valhalla. Thank God. It kind of makes me think, because I feel like that card's attached to this card, it feels like somebody passed away. Tell me about these three monkeys. Who are these three monkeys? Or what are they not talking about? Not seeing? Not wanting to tell you? Who are these three monkeys? I just saw the letter G. We already heard brother-in-law. I now have H. Life insurance policy through work. And church front. Tell me more about these three monkeys, please, Bird. Playing it safe. I saw G again. June. We could be, I believe June is Gemini. Is it Taurus? No. Yeah, May is Taurus, Gemini. So Gemini and Cancer is June. So Cancer could even be speaking of somebody in the family. Somebody's passing away, and now I have Canada. Shapeshifter. Three monkeys maybe aren't talking about this hex, jinx, or curse. Thought they'd be a better parent to your child once you were not here anymore. But it seems like you followed your intuition. Him and his son. So maybe that's who the G and the H is. Okay, we finally got one thrown out. Black sheep, true speaker, that's why they hate you. So these people saw exactly since you were a child they've hated you. These people didn't want to tell you what was going on because they were all on, obviously, the side of the people who were forging signatures. Whoever this person is that is, I mean, if this couple is separating, it may not be a breakup. It looks like it's actually somebody's not going to be here within the next 24 to 48 hours. Wealth transfer, the money they took is coming back to you. So, and now we have father. So this could be your parents. This could be your parents. And that would, so this is these three monkeys are people in your family. People in your family knew that maybe there was this life insurance policy that was left to you or maybe put on you. I just saw a female pastor as well when I was putting the cards back. Air spirit knowledge. Tell me about this Valhalla. So these people knew that something was being obviously taken from you, whether that be somebody else's life insurance policy. It sucks that it always comes to that, and it kind of seems like all the readers are talking about it, but it looks like this generation of older people think that they don't have enough, even though they were the ones that were able to buy houses with a income just from one single father working in the home while the wife raises the family. Or maybe even two people were working, they were able to afford homes. Our generation can't do that. But it looks like those parents, if they're your parents or somebody you know's parents, didn't give a shit. Maybe because you had different beliefs than they had. Maybe you're someone that is not like in any doesn't believe in organized religion. Maybe these people are very religious. Whoever helped them, it looks like they went to school together way back, and it says way back. So like we're talking like maybe they know a shady lawyer or something like that. I don't know. And you're an outsider. So a CFA is what they call us. Like I live in a place where I am considered an outsider. Come from away is what CFA means where I'm from. And looks like these people knew that you were prophesizing some things that have come true at this point. You certainly have the knowledge. Maybe you're this hero of Valhalla, but I don't want that to be the case, because that means they're gonna have to, like, don't you have to like peace out to go to Valhalla? Yeah, I'm not ready for that. Teacher's side hustle is stripping and scouting children. Yeah, what's going on in the schools, hey guys? Like, air spirit knowledgeable. Do as I say, or else. The end. Z. ZZ, however you want to say it. To me, that means the end, but it could also, somebody's name could start with that. Do as I say, or else. And when you don't do as they say, I guess they find that to be the reason to steal from you, or to put a life insurance policy on you through their work. Something happened in 2023 that they were, I was going to say blind to. Oh, there it is, when I picked it up. Something about your life force. Maybe they forgot, because I just saw this upside down. Maybe they forgot you actually are from here. You were just away for a bit. Meaning, if these people think that you don't have the same roots, you don't come from the same ancestry, turns out you do come from the same ancestry. You left when you were young. Probably because they would probably try to take you, they would have taken you out then. So you can thank whoever it was that you got away from that. Like, if you weren't raised by, we could be talking about a father and a stepmother doing this, where maybe you and your real mom were, you left and moved to a different place to be raised. Something about your computer, your IP address is really important. Something about a password. Now, either you're really good at changing your password. If you're not, I would suggest changing your password. Of course, the main ones, banking, Google, Apple, that sort of thing. Making sure you're doing that on a regular basis. I know it's hard to keep track of that stuff. It's possible you have a native background. Earlier, I actually saw mixed race and Irish, so who knows? Maybe that's... I didn't say it, but I did see it. Maybe that has something to do with it. Let me see here. What about, here's your do-over. I mean, once this storm passes, if you're in a little bit of rocky hot water right now, like maybe you were doing really, really good, and then all of a sudden it is like, sometimes, especially if you know that this is happening, which if you're here, you probably do, or you haven't clicked off of it because it's resonating with you. And like literally that thought flew like legit right out my head. It was yoink, yoink. And I think it's age, I don't know. Here is your do-over. So let's go back to that. Looks like Witchmaster vowed. Maybe they're trying to get a do-over. Oh yeah, I was talking about like all of a sudden you were feeling like pretty good. For a bit there, and then recently you might have had some just like bad feelings come up again. Maybe something triggered you to think about these people from your past. Maybe they're thinking about, with this breakup, whether it be a breakup or somebody's actually passing away, it's very possible they're thinking about you a whole lot, getting all up in your energy, and now you're here with me talking about it. Something about 9 or the letter I. So I could be so I have a chance to have another do-over. Or like I said, that could be an initial of somebody shameless and hired a hitman. Oh man, well, okay, so let's hope that that I doesn't stand for the initial of the hitman. Maybe they feel like this is their last chance before maybe somebody's sick. They could feel like this is their last chance to get this done. I want to have a reading where it's like you are 100% safe. You know, like you don't have to watch your back anymore. Of course, your angels, guides, guardians, they all got you. They got you, but you know, you can't be a stupid. You can't just go out there blindly and, I don't know, go, if you want to, say, go to the bar and watch a hockey game and leave your drink unattended, or I don't know, however you get down. You just can't be, you can't be doing stuff like that right now. I don't recommend dating. I mean, you can. It does seem like you have 9 lives. Oh, and then, oh, here's Spirit's like, I said 9, not I. Okay. Here's your do-over. You have 9 lives, so I'm not sure which one you're on. Maybe, you know, maybe they almost got you. Maybe one of your lives, you know, came close. I know if we were speaking of me, you should probably tally up all the other times. Like, if you do have 9 lives, you should tally up all the other times you almost died. You may have less than you think. Because these people did attempt to lure you at some point. They're involved with some sort of money laundering. And obviously taking out friends and family for work. I do believe that is what what these organizations do. You know, the ones that like the number 33. We have a letter C now. Or maybe somebody's communicating this because we got 3 that could be talking about the 3rd house. Possibly a Gemini. 2026 is their last shot. We also have toxic family dynamic and a Pisces in reverse. ABC is coming up, and that can, to me, this always reminds me of children. It could be initials, but it reminds me of something to do with school. Like learning your ABCs. That could be where that stripper comes in, that stripper teacher or a teaching assistant, whatever, that scouts children. So they're meeting up to discuss what's next. Inappropriate, which came out next to ABC. So these people are inappropriate with children. This could be some sort of, you know, they could be kind of, I'll just say it, that they could be, how do you say it without getting in trouble by YouTube? They could be moving kids. They do this with Android phones. This group of people uses Android specific phones with dual SIM cards. What they do is they lie about the person's mental health and what. So basically, it starts with the family. Like say the dad and the stepmom, they'll start kind of like dropping little beads of information into people's ear. Like, oh, yeah, so-and-so's not doing well. You know, we try this and we do this. We do everything for them, but they're still, I don't know, maybe they said you were some kind of drug addict. Maybe that you had other addictions. Maybe that you're dealing with some sort of mental issues in some way, shape, or form, and they're making it look like you just can't handle life and take care of yourself. Meanwhile, they're probably in the background causing all these things to happen to make you look that way because they have a lot of money on the line. So once they feel like they've gotten the pot nice and stirred and people are looking at you like some poor, Like, have you ever come across people that are looking at you like, it's like you can tell that they don't really see you or get you, and you're like, I don't know why. Like, is it the way I dress? Is it my shoes? It could be there's a smear campaign. The boat keeps coming up as well lately. Someone close to you. Not sure. Yeah, we got that secret societies coming out. Something about a boat or on the water. In or on the water. I did see that when I was shuffling earlier as well. I just saw cargo. I wish I could shuffle the different way. I'd have to move my camera over to like the other side. You passed all the tests with flying colors. And now this, it seems like, you know, I'm at, on this card, it seems like whatever this is, the storm is here. Something to do with home care. So maybe someone in this partnership here requires home care. Because, like I said, they're at this stage. Somebody noticed that the signature was not right. I don't know if this was like just like a stand-up type of lawyer or whoever, like what are those lawyers called? I have celibate coming out here and diabolical, Jesus and daughter. So you could be celibate. Your daughter, on a, you know, depending on the age, should be probably, unless, you know, you have an adult. But it looks like these people were targeting both you and your daughter. And when you say diabolical, God knows, I did see Thank God card out earlier. They maybe were trying to get you on a boat. And basically turn you into what they call mermaid. This family or families rule the whole town and they don't like you, so you were targeted for something. Your old neighbor, 2019. Somebody, I feel like somebody that was close to you made you a target. Somebody that was close to you said, "Hey, I got some easy people to take out. We can make some easy money here. We can get life insurance policies on them and we can disappear them. We can disappear them with this group that uses these phones with dual SIM cards, get them to the marina." See, teacher's side hustle is stripping and scouting children. So a teacher could have been the one who scouted your daughter. You can't even go to the grocery store these days, eh? Like, you can't send your kids to school. You can't send them to the grocery store. You send them to school, they have lockdowns. You go to the grocery store, you come out, and there's marks on your car because somebody is trying to follow you home. Or they're putting stuff on your door handle. Like, these are all the things that you need. I don't know. I think you're something to do with... Do you have a teacher in your family? Because it looks like they offered up some sort of child, and now I don't know if like like this could be like your sister and your brother, or sorry, your brother-in-law and your sister, or your sister-in-law and your brother. If you have anybody that's a teacher, you want to look that way. This is the couple. Whoever is the teacher, maybe you don't know that the side hustle is stripping, but if they have more money than it looks like they should, maybe, you just didn't know that. Someone close to you tried to trick you out of your spot. Also, there's a youth center in the town. Your sibling, so here we are with the brother-in-law or sister-in-law. It seems like so maybe your sister-in-law's or your sister's sister, like if it's your half sister, maybe her sister works at this center. But whatever it is, your town's full of garbage people. They're trying to traffic kids. I think they're probably have done a pretty good job up until they got to you guys. And then, I'm sure they weren't thinking this tiny little sweet little bird wasn't going to be able to get through this. Not when they triangulate you with your family. Not when it's your family who, on the outside is a teacher's assistant or an ECE teacher or maybe even an actual teacher. Nobody knows that they're a secret stripper. She's telling on everybody. Tell me about this wren. Now, the wren actually signifies, the symbolism in the book there signifies God, believe it or not. So God's hand it's kind of like the, Sodom and Gomorrah got out of control. Something about in the woods. Sodom and Gomorrah got out of the control and, God's hand came down and was like, no more of that. Sodom and Gomorrah must have been pretty freaking bad because, I ain't seen nobody come take this place out yet and it's getting pretty serious. Something about the 80s, I think we're talking about somebody who's born in the 80s. If that's the case, there was a huge wave of indigo children that started to come in between basically the very early 80s and increasingly until now. But I think we were either the first or the second wave of indigo children. And, I think, to be honest with you, this shady group knows about that and wants to take you out because do you know about the Project Looking Glass? They know that love is going to win, even though right now the world seems like a crazy place. With the help of all the star seeds that have been planted here. Unfortunately, a lot of them are being taken out, like David Wilcox, he was one. Yeah, I think the 80s kids are the second wave, because I believe the first wave started coming in the late 70s. But you really do need to protect yourself. You are highly and heavily protected, but possibly even a shaman. But these people are scheming and plotting. They think 2026 is their last shot. Stay away from the Pisces in reverse too. Because these guys, like I said, they're involved in some sort of money laundering. They have no problems hiring things like hitmen. They've absolutely lost their dang minds. And they're money hungry. And they'll do whatever it takes. And you don't fit in here. I think they probably thought you were an easy target because you're not from here. And now that they realize that they can't or haven't been able to get to you, you were not such an easy target. I think what's going to end up happening is now they want to enter Valhalla. They want to sing the hero's journey. And it's almost like they're willing to really, really go the distance. It's like maybe they've promised that they're going to pretty much either go to jail or die trying to finish the job. And I'm not trying to scare anybody here, but it is what it is. If this is your story, you'll know it, and this isn't going to be a shock to you. Maybe you've been a hermit for a long time. The letter S. has something to do with it. So we've seen G, H, S, C, I, but honestly, Spirit's telling me like the 9 was actually the important thing here. You do, or did have 9 lives. I think maybe they took one of them. Because they almost got you that day. But right now you're still here. I hope you'll be here to see the next one. I hope I have some more information for you. Keep studying, keep working. These people need to be exercised. You know, they may be passing away from symptoms of alcohol abuse. And they want you gone. Because you're a threat to the system. They seen you before you seen you. But that's it. That's all for my battery, guys. I love yous. And I hope to see you again. Please like, share, subscribe. It really helps a new channel. And if you'd like to donate, the link's at the top of the page. Peace out.